featuring a wide variety for every price range and appetite. South Point's Garden Buffet has something for everyone at unbeatable prices. Or, if hunger strikes in the middle of the night, join us at Coronado Cafe. The American menu offers breakfast, lunch, or dinner 24 hours a day, plus a Chinese kitchen for authentic Chinese dishes from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. From steak and eggs to wonton soup, it's fast and friendly service 24/7. When you need a quick pick-me-up, you can find it at our state-of-the-art Starbucks just inside the main South Point entrance. Order ahead with the Starbucks app for easy mobile order pickups. Or enjoy your favorites in the relaxing dining area anytime, day or night. If you love Mexican food, Baja Miguel's has all of your south-of-the-border favorites. There are dozens of classics to choose from, like fajitas, ceviche, chimichangas, tacos, and more. And for spirit lovers, Baja's colorful non-smoking tequila bar is right outside. Or maybe you're in the mood for seafood. Big Sur Oyster Bar has fresh seafood prepared right before your eyes. Savor freshly shucked oysters, crab legs jambalaya, shrimp and lobster. Beers on tap and a selection of fine wines are perfect to pair with your seafood favorite. Whether lunch or dinner, you'll love this fun atmosphere, located just off the casino floor. Ready to shake things up? Step back in time and treat yourself to one of the oldest restaurant chains in the country. Steak and Shake, famous for original mouth-watering steak burgers and hand-dipped milkshakes in a variety of flavors. For some old-fashioned fun, try Steak and Shake.
So, Deion Sanders is a candidate possibly for the head coaching job in Dallas. Oh, great. Looks like another loss in prime time for the Cowboys. Roll it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I tried to twist the joke around that we had written. We had written it well in advance of the start of the show. Approximately 60 seconds in advance, I realized I didn't have it. Drew Dog directing the show, buddy. Glad to have you here. Thank you, everyone. We are nearly halfway through January already, and we have our final 8 NFL teams all chasing the Super Bowl ring in New Orleans on February 9th. Thanks for tuning in to watch the show. It's a program that's a mix of sports, comedy, conversation, viral videos, and smart gambling advice. I'm your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And today's show, I'll have the awareness to avoid any comments in the chat room thrown at my head. I just hope Alex doesn't catch a stray like this guy at the Wizard-Wolves game last night. All right, so there's the ball, and here's me ducking out of the way of some smart-ass comments. You're like, okay, that guy, nice move. But watch what happened to the person the ball hit. Alex, this will not be you, I trust. But watch this. Here we go. And the pass, and glasses shatter on that guy's face. It's hard to see, but yeah. That won't happen here. We're all loving the chat room. I already see people. Reno Paul checking in. Keith Lyle from across the room. On the show, she was here yesterday and made me wear a Lamar Jackson jersey. I just want to say that I got several texts from friends that say I'm not allowed back in the city of Pittsburgh.
I told you didn't have to. I brought the hat in case, but
what
you're
happened,
a man
Ann?
of your
What's
word.
going on over there?
You're a man of your word.
Why is Ann giggling, by the way?
Rookie mistake.
Ann has giggled several times this morning. Someone was drinking before work again. So wait, sorry, I'm sorry, she threw me off. Yes, I was a man of my word. I wore the Lamar Jackson jersey.
You lost the bet.
I lost the bet quite tight. I did not remove it on camera, took it off camera. And look at Ann. Ann's on fire today. She goes, thank God. I got it off pretty easily. Anyway, yes, we're going to talk more about the Bills-Ravens game. You saw the question in the chat room there. We'll get to that. Let's see here. Last night, sports betting analyst Alex White had Flyers and Panthers over as your pick of the day,
Yes.
which hit. And I'm pretty sure you tried to give me credit when I texted you. I'm pretty sure you said TJ Hawkinson anytime touchdown.
I did like Hawkinson from the Vikings side, but I really liked Cooper Kupp, and we got a few Rams touchdowns, but not Cooper.
That's true. And for the first time in many a moon, did the chucker fail to pay off. The chucker, longest completion, looked good early.
It
Stafford
did.
came out firing. I think he was 9 for 9
He was.
in the first quarter, over 100 yards. I'm like, all right, someone's going to break one. They were hitting Naku on the slant, Cooper. Higbee even had a shot. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get this. And then I'm like, well, Sam Darnold will definitely have the time to throw one ball to JJ or to Addison. He had 0 time.
0 time. They tied a record. 9 sacks.
9 sacks.
Yeah.
I mean, now I was watching the game. Now it was kind of a blowout early, right? And then, although the one fumble, they called it an incomplete pass by Matt Stafford. That's a fumble.
Yeah.
Been watching football a long time. That looked like a fumble. I didn't realize the Manning cast was going on. Yeah, so I saw a clip as I was looking for clips. A clip popped up of Bill Belichick and the Manning brothers saying what a terrible call. I was like, oh, man. So I wanted to switch over to that because once the game is over, you might as well listen to those guys. And I prefer listening to it a lot of the times, too. But they were just like, how can that be? That was a terrible call. And Bill Belichick's like, it's an offensive league. They're never going to give the defense credit, So I don't know, it definitely looked like a fumble.
I agree.
Would have changed the whole complexion of the game, but I still think the Rams win. The Vikings couldn't do anything on offense.
No.
This
really
high-powered Vikings offense, what happened? We're going to get to that in the Punch Bowl. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the Punch menu. Speaking of what's on the show today, we got so much for you.
May I take your order?
Yes, you may take my order. I would like a very quiet comedy clip of the day. I would like some smart gambling advice in our picks at 12:36. And in Punch Bowl Pundits, I'd like to see buffalo wings in a lady's hair and Saquon Barkley being yelled at by his teammates. Dun, 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 dun. That could be sarcasm. We'll close the show with legendary handicapper Kenny White's Dog of the Day. Vince, we have 2 dogs of the day. Double dog dare you, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't have one for yesterday. He was leaning towards the Rams, we found out, which would have been a great pick. But he's given us 2. So there you go. But first, it's time for top of show breaking video. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Yes. All right, take a sip. I quietly let the ice slide back into place now. I used to make it a lot of noise. Let's see here. Okay, so last night I was kind of keeping my eye on NBA action because, we got to start getting in shape for NBA. Yes, I do. I know you.
No, I do too.
Yeah. Football will be gone soon, but pitchers and catchers report around Valentine's Day. So we're like a month away from baseball, which is very good for me. So I'm watching this game, and the clip that showed up everywhere was there was this kid in Canada at a Raptors game, shows up, and he's got his favorite player, Steph Curry. So he's wearing Steph Curry. Now, here's where I think it's a mistake. They pull the kid out of the stands to participate in some sort of on-court game. Well, someone in the PR department goes, well, he can't wear that jersey. So they make him take his Steph Curry jersey off, and you can tell this kid's really sad. So go ahead, roll the clip. Here we go, Drew Doug. So this poor little kid, here he is taking off his Steph Curry, which he saved up his allowance. I don't know, I'm making that up. But look, the glasses always make it, he's a cute kid. And then look, now he's like, oh, I got a Raptors shirt on. I hate the Raptors. Yeah, that's like me wearing the Lamar Jackson shirt, ladies and gentlemen. I'm humiliated and angry. So they made him do it. So here's the thing. Why did you pick that kid of all the kids in the game? Pick a kid wearing a Raptors jersey.
Already.
Very
exactly.
sad.
He couldn't put that T-shirt over his jersey?
Why not?
What was that really hurting him?
Now, here's the thing. I emailed Keith, who helps me put the show together every night, right, with the clips. And I said, I guarantee you there's going to be some sort of follow-up after the game, like Steph Curry's going to go over and give him a jersey. Yeah, we got nothing.
Oh,
I'm really sorry. Alex was like, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
No, I checked the Warriors accounts. I checked them again this morning when I woke up, and nothing.
All right.
So,
hopefully they cut this clip and we go viral.
They got to do
and Steph
something.
Curry
Yeah,
finds that kid.
This poor kid. They got to do something and get him something signed by Steph Curry, for gosh sakes. All right, we have a second clip in top. Oh, I was supposed to go. I went out of order, didn't I, Drew Doug? Your mom told me to do that. She goes, I want him to learn on his toe. Like, so screw up a lot, Frank, and let's see if he catches it. Let's go with football. Back to football. Amon-Ra St. Brown. We showed you were here when we showed the cake, right?
Yes,
the upside down celebration cake. So anyway, Amon-Ra St. Brown showed up to the bakery to thank them for that cake, and it was pandemonium. So look how cool he is. A man of the people. So there's the cake. I love that picture. That needs to be a meme forever. What a good dude. There you go. There's the
That
cake.
is so funny.
Now, I don't know how long they can preserve that. I don't know why he's hitting himself in his own ass, but, to each his own. That's what athletes do. They pat each other in the ass. So that's pretty cool. So you're like, okay, you really can't top the cake, right? Oh, no. Someone in Michigan did something much cooler with that tutty celly, as the kids call it. Go ahead, Drew Dog, roll it. So someone made a snowman, and the guy's got airbrushes for the paint. And, look at that. So he did it upside down in his front yard. And I took a lot of time. I mean, that's cool, too.
That is.
The cake, obviously, way harder than that.
Cake wins. But I'm impressed.
Yeah,
and
it is.
it's all fun and games right now while the team's still in the playoffs, but we haven't seen any touchdown celebrations from the Vikings, have we?
Oh, ouch.
These might end.
I thought the Vikings were destined for greatness with all their great celebrations, right?
Yes.
Not Freaky Friday. What was the Parent Trap?
Parent Trap.
Camp
I know,
Rock.
I was kind of just thinking we probably should have done a montage of all of them. Seen what we got from them.
They're gone.
For the
They're
year.
done. They're yesterday's news. They're out. Vikings, sorry. You had a great year. 14 wins, and you lose in a wild card game. We got one more clip in top of show breaking video. Isn't that right, Drew? Okay, good. Is this the Wemby Kyrie clip? Yep. Yes, thank you, sir. Last night, a very nice moment. Now, this guy's the face of the NBA, right? He's going to be a superstar for another 20 years. And Kyrie is already a legend with a ring in Cleveland. So they were alerted about JJ Reddick's situation, the head coach of the Lakers. He lost his house in the fire. But something that came to light was his two kids had a really extensive collection of cards that were signed. They were both sports collectors. They had jerseys signed. They lost it all. So when Wemby and Kyrie heard about that, they wanted to take care of the kids after the game. So here we go. Oh, is it Chris Paul? I thought it was Kyrie.
Vic and I are going to go whether you win or we win.
I don't.
Go over and give the boys jerseys.
I had it Chris Paul in the script originally.
He's well aware that they're huge NBA fans. All their basketball cards. I ran a podcast out of my home for 2 years, and all the players would come through and they'd get their either a jersey or a card signed, and they had a collection of jerseys and cards. And
Spurs. They got the top two Spurs: Chris Paul, CP3, and Wemby.
It's nice of them to do it.
Yes, Kyrie's in Dallas, ladies and gentlemen. I had Chris Paul in the script. For some reason, I called an audible, again, to keep Drew Dog on his feet. I wanted to see if Drew Dog would be like, dude, it's Chris Paul. Come on, moron. Nice gesture right there.
Very nice.
Very nice gesture.
So Wemby is a man of the people, too, playing
chess?
chess.
You were like this.
Come on, I was thinking poker. I don't know why.
Playing chess in New York. He tweeted people, hey, I'll be in the southwest corner of Jackson Square, whatever. And people came out and played. So I like Wemby. You got to like him a lot. So there you go. Those are some nice clips. All right, it's time for our comedy clip of the day. So if you're a fan of the Washington Commanders and you had a watch party on Sunday night with friends, I'm sure it was like a crazy atmosphere, right? You're screaming the whole game. But when you're too loud, when you cheer too loud, your neighbor calls the police for noise violation. I mean, come on. Why is the neighbor not into it? So anyway, when the game-winning field goal was hit, because they didn't want the cops to come back, they had to celebrate in a different way. This is our comedy clip of the day. I will stop talking because it's a very quiet comedy clip. Look at them jumping up and down celebrating. But quietly. If it's the downstairs neighbor, they're jumping up and down a lot, but I think that's hysterical. They had to be quiet. Look at this guy. They're even pulling back on the high fives, like quiet high fives. Looks like a pretty nice complex, so it's a shame that they couldn't say. This girl's just woke up. I don't know what's going on there. She's like, what happened? Did we win? What happened? But anyway, I mean, they had to celebrate silently.
They should have just went all out. I mean, the game was over. They weren't going to be loud again.
Exactly.
That was
Good
the
point.
Last one, for
Maybe
sure.
the press conference. Jane Daniels walks in. They're like, no, exactly. That's a good point. And the cops, what cop is going to come back and give them the ticket? The cops are probably also Commanders fans. Almost said it. Drew Dog, I caught that. Oh, now you're sneezing during the show? Bless you, son. What's happening? I think Ann and I split a margarita before the show. Anyway, good luck to the Commanders. I know Courtney's a big fan. All right, let's check in, ladies and gentlemen, with roll call. Here we go. I tried to type in the question. Now, here was the kickoff question, Alex. What should Alex and I bills? I hit send. I didn't finish my thought. What should Alex and I wager on? Alex is a Ravens fan. I'm a Bills fan. Wager on the game. To be clear, what should the outrageous wager be? Now, we can talk about maybe one of our own, but let's see what our faithful viewers have here. Reno Paul. The wager should be anything that avoids you in purple ever again. Okay, good point. Keith Lau, you should wager the Red Panda Fantasy Football Trophy. Do we have a trophy?
Oh, do you want to wager that trophy?
Do we have a trophy?
I got my last place one already.
Did you? What did you get?
I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait, what? Participation. That we could show. Okay, Reno Paul. Yeah, Keith, I don't want to. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. All right. Ev Natola. Every now and then I laugh. Everyone needs to laugh. Woo, 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 woo. Every now and then you should giggle. Okay, every now and then you need to laugh. The wager should be the loser hosts the winner's show. Oh, I don't think they want me on Sports by the Book. I'd be like, no, you should take Philadelphia because, you know, and the over. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I like it.
Jerry wrote, yo, that's fire. Oh, God, B-Town dummy. Do I read this live? All right, Christian, here we go. The wager, although it's cruel, is that the loser must root for the Steelers for the entire 25-26 season. Russ don't cook. To be read in the Robert Duvall, Charlie don't surf. He's quoting Apocalypse Now, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to move on. Russ don't cook. I'm trying to do... This is an inside joke between Chris. Okay, B-Town dummy. Sorry, Charlie don't surf. I got auto-corrected. Mini-Dar. Oh, are you ready for Mini-Dars?
Ready.
Loser eats most hated food.
Oh.
What would your most hated food be?
I'm not telling you.
That's right. She's like anti-American. You don't like pizza. Who are you? I don't even know who you are anymore. You don't like pizza?
Man, I really don't like onions, so that's number one. So
Okay, well, me too.
onions on a pizza.
Ooh, a raw onion. A raw onion.
No, I
Oh,
can't.
did you see the fear
I
in her eyes?
cannot.
Onion.
And is
Okay,
that's yours too?
I hate onions.
So it would just be a raw onion.
No, I think everyone knows what mine is. Mine would be a handful of frosted animal cookies.
Oh, yes.
I haven't had them. Let me do the year. I was in almost 45 years, 47 years. I haven't had a frosted animal cookie. So, okay, that could be one of the wagers where I have to eat, but you have to eat. You can't, pizza is not a penalty. I don't care.
Yeah, we can
Onions.
do that.
You have to eat 2 spoonfuls of onion.
Oh my God, I don't think I
What do
can
you hate more, raw or like sauteed onions? Don't. She's going to lie now. She's going to reverse psychology. All right, that's a possibility. Who said that? Mini-Dar. Mini-Dar, thank you for always being here. JR. Johnny, who knows us both. Alex and Frank should wager. Loser has to do the fast ice cream eating contest at an Aviators game.
Oh my gosh.
Anna is giggling today more. She's like, I'm not directing. I'm not doing anything today. Son, direct. Press the buttons. Try to make this idiot look good. I've never heard Ann laugh this much since last year. I don't know what that means. What was that, Keith? All right, so wait a second.
The Dole Whip.
The Dole Whip.
That's not a...
Oh, yeah, we do that one right there at that place. Yeah, that's a long time to pay that one off, but I like it. We also have someone named Brandon Hallam. Do we know Brandon? Anyone know Brandon Hallam? I think this might be someone new. I heard Deontay Johnson said, all I need to get touches is follow John Mechie and wait for him to drop it. And then he knocked off Blowy Slowick's hat and walked off. Yeah, so Deontay Johnson got cut today by the Texans right before the show.
Oh.
They cut him. So he's been with 4 teams in 1 year. He's with the Steelers. And then who did he go to? Oh, they traded him to Carolina. Then they cut him. Then he went to Baltimore. Never played a snap. Went to Texas. I did while I was mopping the house on Saturday. I heard them say his name, and I dropped the mop and laughed because he actually caught a ball, but he's done. JR, the loser has to do the Elvis singing thing at an Aviators game. I'll take that. Yeah, but I'll take that. Okay. Bumper Buddies?
Oh,
which one is that? Oh, is that the inflatable suits?
Yeah.
Oh, Alex will kill me. But no one wants to see me get hurt. And my phone rings. Okay, all right. It's a spam call. All right, there we go. All right, we're And laughing could Reno Paul said, and laughing could be better on a camera. That people want the and cam. It's a demand for 2025. Okay, let's get to That's Crazy. Oh, there's Ann. That's Drew Dog with the red glow above his head. Very satanic. Look at that. All right, let's roll That's Crazy. Let's do That's Crazy since Alex is here. We always do. That's crazy. There it is. Here comes the cat.
We have a lot of That's Crazies today.
We do. Let's do it.
That's crazy.
We do have a punch bowl. We are going to talk about the Bills and Ravens a little more in detail later in the show. And Alex and I will think of maybe some penalties or maybe some more will fly in. We'll figure it out. But we are wagering something crazy on That's Crazy on this game. Alex, What do you got for That's Crazy today?
Okay, so starting with last night's game and talking about the Rams defense.
Okay.
You already brought up all the pressure.
Oh, yeah.
So that was tied. The 9 sacks was a playoff tie. Is that the one we have up first?
Yeah. Ram Trucks. Great title. That's a great one. Keith, was that you or Caden? That was Caden. Caden, bravo to you in Utah, sir. Coming up every Ram Trucks. Yeah, I mean, every time, I swear to God, every time I watched the game, I was turning around. Sam Darnold was running for his life or being sacked. There's a really funny clip of him being sacked. What's the rookie kid, Verse? I don't know his first name. Verse, the kid who scored the touchdown, where he's Superman diving on Darnold after he's down. They didn't call a penalty on it, but that Rams defense, here's the thing about the Rams. They were going to be sellers at the trade deadline. There were all the rumors that Cooper Kupp was going to be traded to the Steelers possibly.
Right.
But of course they went bye-bye. I'm staring at you, Jerry. Yeah, you keep your head down. Steelers, but the Cooper Kupp was maybe going to he was going to be traded. And then they stuck with him.
Yeah.
Nakua was not. I mean, all these trade rumors. Stafford was a trade rumor. And now they're looking like one of the best teams in the playoffs right now. Again, they beat a Vikings team that we thought was good all year. Detroit dismantled them. Sean McVay, being the smart coach, probably looked at a lot of tape and went, this is how I can beat him. Plus, the head coach from Minnesota, Kevin O'Connell,
correct,
came from the Sean McVay tree. So he knows his tendencies. He knows what to do to stop him. So the teacher outdid the pupil once again. Sean McVay, I'll take Sean McVay as my coach any day.
Gosh.
Right? I mean, and I know there was talk of him retiring and wanting to do TV. How old is Sean McVay? He's in his 30s.
Yeah.
Hey, Siri, how old is Sean McVay?
He's like mid-30s. Maybe he's 36, 37 now. Oh,
38 says this. He's born January 24th.
wow.
That's Alex White's birthday, 1986. Look at that. Sean McVay and you share a birthday. What's that? Oh, happy 1986. No, she's Taylor Swift over here. All right, so anyway, that's a good stat. I like it. Off the Stats, by the way, is one of my go-tos.
Yes.
They do it every day. That's great. And you have another one?
Yes. So the Rams are the only NFL team in Super Bowl era to have 80-plus yards worth of sacks and a fumble return touchdown off of a sack in the same game.
Regular or
Yep.
Yeah, that defense. I mean, again, they're going to Philly. We're going to talk about this in the Punch Bowl. Rams versus Philly. And here's just a little thing I'm going to say about Philly. I'm never rooting for Philly in any sports again. Their fans are the worst. There's a couple videos out there. There's one especially, and they found the guy, Big Dom. They found him. He's banned forever. Just the way he heckled this woman who was there for a Packers fan. Yeah. And her fiance's there recording it, and the things he said to her. And everyone's going to go, oh, that's not all Philly fans. Yeah, it is. They're terrible people, except for Deb Whitkus. We love Deb Whitkus, but Philly fans, I mean, every week there's like, they think it's like a badge of honor to go out and yell at people. And there was even like these young girls yelling at a guy leaving the stadium, and he was just like laughing, like, this is insane. So I'm rooting against Philly. I don't care. If you're a Philly fan,
if they're not yelling at people, they're like tackling cones on the sidewalk, right?
Terrible. That girl was awesome though. But I'll root for her. But otherwise, I can't root for Philadelphia. All right. So did you have one more, or is that mine?
So with that too, that was the most sacks Minnesota has given up in a playoff game in their franchise's 64-year history with that 9 sacks. So is this one yours?
Yeah. I don't know. You can read it. Go for it.
Let's talk about Sam Darnold's playoff debut. So 15 incompletions, 2 turnovers, and 9 times sacked.
Now, to be fair, 15 incompletions, you never. What if he threw 45 times and he went 30 for 45? That's not bad. But 2 turnovers, 9 times sacked. And again, you can blame the line. You have to blame him for a couple of these. Those chances where even Peyton Manning was like, he's got to get rid of the ball. Like, what are you doing? Like,
right.
you just got to get rid of it. But I don't know, man. Sam Darnold, he's still going to get a lot of money in the offseason. Isn't Minnesota? We'll get to that in the Punch Bowl. Let's see here. Reno Paul. No, we saw that. Vikings only lost to oh yeah, that's a great one. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, 2 teams they lost to.
They only lost to 2 teams.
Yeah,
the Lions twice. And the Rams twice.
And they were back-to-back both times in the regular season. And then it was the last game of the regular season. Then they had the Rams next.
Oh, wow.
So it's really the Lions' fault because they made Minnesota very tired. And then they had to play them the next week.
There you go. All right, let's take a look at a few of mine here. This is it. Very good timing. Even it's all there it is. You can see that the Vikings, they lost to the Rams and the Lions. 14-0 against everybody else. The only... Two opponents. The only last team to finish the season with losing to only 2 opponents. 2016 Patriots, who went 14-2, losses to the Bills and Seahawks, and they won the Super Bowl.
Wow.
I still almost don't count that as the Super Bowl because just hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch. I still can't believe that game. And that look of Richard Sherman, that meme of him like, oh, watching the play. Just Google Richard Sherman meme. My face looked rather ugly right there. So, all right, and then I have another one there, right? All right, punch it up, please. This one comes from Mike Callow. Whoa. Whoa. All right, I'm going to have a hard time because it's a white background. Alex Ovechkin scored career goal 25. I can't read this. I got to turn around.
25th career goal.
Okay. All right, here we go. All right, thank you. Alex Ovechkin scored career goal 25 in his 05-06 rookie season. The next night, the Redskins... Are we allowed to say it? Yes. Redskins would beat the Bucks in the playoffs. Commanders just beat the Bucks for the first playoff win, with Ovi scoring 848 goals in between Washington football wins. Listen, that's why that group wanted to celebrate loudly. They hadn't won a playoff game since 2005. It had been 20 years. Let them cheer, my God. And Ovechkin still chasing the Gretzky record. And the Capitals, their record, I think they're like 28-10. I think I was looking at hockey standings last night.
They're really good.
And I hate that. That pains me to see. Not as bad as the Flyers, but I'm not a big Capitals guy.
And Logan Thompson.
Yeah.
Having a fantastic year that the Knights came from the Knights. I think it's going to be a rematch between those two.
That would,
okay. Be fantastic.
All right. I know the Penguins aren't going to be there. All right. Is that all the That's Crazy, Drew Dog? Yep. All right. Thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to today's date. Today, I can't believe we're almost halfway through the month. January 14th.
This is 2025.
Oh, Drew Dog and I ran on that one. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say there's 7 national days. One of them is fake. Spot the fake. Here we go. National Dress Your Pet Up. National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day. If that is a real one, by the way, you want to get the pastrami at the deli here at the South Point, located right in the sports book. Come down here. Outstanding pastrami. Poetry and Work Day. Was that supposed to be at work? Okay, anyway. International Kite Day. National Watch a Black and White Movie Day, National Organize Your Home Day, National Shop for Travel Day. Alex, take a look at those. Here we go. Watch a black and white movie, says Jerry. Dress up your pet, says Vince. Drew Dog says poetry at work is stupid. And do you have any? Do you have a dog in this race?
Poetry at work.
Poetry at work. Alex?
It's pretty good. Dress your pet up.
Ladies and gentlemen, someone was a winner today. And that person is Jerry. It is not National Watch a Black and White Movie Day. I thought for sure Vince before the show, Vince is now trying to get inside this game now. Because he's like, what was Frank doing last night around 6:30? Could he possibly have been flicking between the game and a black and white movie? No, but that is not a thing. It's not a thing at all, but that's a good one. So anyway, celebrity birthdays. Jason Bateman, one of my favorite actors and directors and writers, 56 years old. He is born on the exact same day. Also turning 56 today on the exact same day, the fighter of Foo himself, Dave Grohl, is 56, and rapper LL Cool J is 57. Do you know what LL Cool J stands for?
I do not.
Ladies Love Cool James. Yeah, there you go. My first rap tape. I had the tape. Did you ever have cassettes?
I did.
Thank God. Cassettes, Jerry? No. He went CDs. I had radio, the first one. And then I'm Bad, too. Yeah, CDs, everyone's CDs. Drew Dog, did you ever have a tape?
What's that?
What's that, old man? All right, so we put them all in the AM machine up in Utah. Caden put them together. There we go. So there's, wait, is that Jason Bateman? Jason Bateman's flying a kite, and he's writing poetry. And then there's a dog. LL Cool J is a dog. And he's wearing an L hat.
Oh,
and it says L Cool J because it's National Dress Up Your Dog Day. Bravo, I nailed that one. That is a good one. Jason Bateman looks a little more like Greg Kinnear, but we'll take it. That's a good one. There's no pastrami sandwich in there.
The guy from Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Ryan Reynolds. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, time for our big bet of the day. We like to show you. We're going to try to make it. We can always find. There's the money count. Make it rain, Drew Dog. Woo, bling, 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 bling. All right, some guy had a $5 first TD bet. This is from the other day. Go ahead, show the graphic if you don't mind.
2nd and 4.
Here we go. This is where it hits. So first of all, this is a guy I had never heard of, Franklin. Right?
Yes.
I mean, if it's not Cortland Sutton. And then the Commanders' first touchdown. Oop, who was it again? It doesn't matter. Two guys got touchdowns. $5 bet paid $10,000.
Yeah, it was incredible how he tied those two up.
Come on.
I mean, they're like 30-1, I think.
Yeah, there's no way that's his only ticket. I feel like the guy had many of them, and he's like, I'll take a flyer on this one. But anyway, congratulations, 10 grand.
Like round robbing a bunch. Yeah.
Must have. He must have had Tony Franklin. No, when Tony Franklin was the barefoot kicker from the University of Texas who played for the Philadelphia Eagles. Do you remember ever seeing
Is it Troy?
Troy Franklin, I think she's right. Did you ever see a barefoot kicker? That's probably a little before your time. The last barefoot kicker in the NFL, I think, was Rich Carless for the Broncos. But anyway, it's just so stupid. There were guys that, I'm going to kick without a shoe. This is a good idea. And they'd kick in cold weather cities, too. Let's see. Keith, living until the Vikings. We saw that. Okay. Let's get to our, no, not our picks. We'll open the punch bowl up. Here we go. Punch bowl time. We have a few punch bowls in there. Make sure you take that one. There we go. Oh, look at that. What do you got for us, Alex?
All right. Number one. Yes. I'll set this up. Buffalo is favored, or Buffalo is an underdog at home against the Ravens by a point. Is it still about a point? It is about a point, but Buffalo did open up as a 1-point favorite.
Right. I think yesterday, or a couple days ago, I thought it was. It's flipped. All right, so the Ravens are favorite in Buffalo. I can't believe this. So anyway, Buffalo fans are going to be rabid for this game. It's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere. They're going to be breaking tables before. But if you're in California and you're a Bills fan, you have to go to a bar that shows the Bills game. Well, here you go. And there's a girl there that really takes Buffalo to new heights. So here we go. This guy noticed that this girl has a buffalo wing in her hair, holding her hair right there. It's above, right? I know. Okay. So I'm laughing hysterically. I'm like, I love this girl. I look at you click on it. It's actually a line of stuff that you can buy. They have barrettes and hair clips. They have necklaces. It's called like the living wing or the I forget what it is. What is it?
Like the ELO song, the living wing.
The living wing. So anyway, maybe if you lose, you got to wear a wing barrette. I'll order one of those up. How's our petty cash looking? We'll get one for everybody. Anyway, all right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the numbers. Here we go. We're going to make a giant bet right now. One of us will be semi-humiliated on this show. It'll be big time. I don't want to humiliate Alex, though. I deserve it. So here we go. You like the Ravens. You actually, before the show, she goes, you know what? I'm really into it. I'm really into the Ravens. I'm going to be devastated when they get eliminated, if they get eliminated. So you're really on the Ravens train. You have been all year, and you have been for a couple of years.
I was pretty devastated when they lost to the Chiefs last year.
Right. So. In the AFC Championship? Right. Okay, so it's 1 point. What do you think of this game? Where do you have this line at?
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
At 1, yeah. So that makes me confident. That means the Ravens are going to win by at least 1.
I don't know how the Bills lose at home. I know the Ravens took them apart this season. I think it was 35-10 approximately. I think I saw the score yesterday.
I think that's right. I'll double check.
I think it is, yeah. But again, a rematch at home, different atmosphere. It is going to be an insane atmosphere for this game. And this is the game of the weekend to me. And of course, I'm going to be rooting for the Bills. The Bills, I like the Bills. I've gone to several games up in Buffalo. It's only a 3-hour drive. So I'm rooting for the Bills. Now, here's what we could do bet-wise. I already wore the Lamar Jackson. I'm not doing that again.
I was thinking every time you bet against Lamar Jackson, though, if he wins, you have to continue to wear that jersey on that Monday until we see how far he makes it through. Okay.
I will do that. What do you have? I got the punch.
Reno Paul already said no, though. So what do you think?
Reno Paul is taking away my Pittsburgh pass. We have the punch ball. Remember when I bobbed for helmets?
Yes. That was Keith Lyle's favorite.
It was. What if the loser has to bob for helmets, And there's all 32 teams in there.
What?
And they have to keep bobbing until they pull out the Ravens or the Bills.
Ooh.
So you're going to have to like really get in there.
That's pretty funny.
And then we prank her by not putting it in there at all.
Oh my
God. No, we would.
Well, now I'll make sure and watch.
We would physically
Yes.
drop it in first and then mix it up. What do you think? Bobbing for helmets on Monday's show? Whoever loses?
Okay. It's better than eating a raw onion.
No. The onion is in the bowl.
No.
There's onions flavoring the bowl with animal cookies floating amongst the bowl.
Oh, if you had animal crackers amongst your helmets, that would be really funny.
Yeah.
It might be
we'll do
worth
some
it.
Brandon's whiskey, the real stuff, not the fake stuff. All right, we're doing it.
All right.
So somewhat we're gonna we'll have our intern go get onions, and animal cookies. And by the way,
frosted ones, the pink and white.
pink and white with the Jimmy. And by the way,
do we have a picture of those?
No, we probably do, but let's not say it. Shut up, Alex.
We'll wait. Okay.
By the way, if the Bills don't win, don't be like, oh, be a good sport and eat one. I don't want them near me if the Bills win.
Fair.
And by
fair.
the way, that's fair. And if this comes down to reaction, I will react. I'm going to record me watching this game. Perhaps is this game Saturday?
It's Sunday night.
It's Sunday night?
Yeah.
Perhaps we should watch this game together. What the hell was that? What was that? Why, do you have plans?
I'm going to watch the game exactly where I was watching the game
Where was that?
when they went up 21-0 against the last team they played.
Oh, man. Am I not the biggest Bills fan in the world
I know.
for the rest of this week? Go
That was terrible. I'm
Buffalo!
in trouble now. I'm in trouble.
Oh, my God. It is on. By the way, we're going to update this bet throughout the week. So anyway, all right, go for another punch bowl.
What do you mean update it?
We're going to update. We're going to keep people abreast of maybe we fine-tune it a little bit.
Can it get worse than what we've already set up? That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will.
Yeah.
If Keith Lyle has any input, yes.
Number two.
All right, punch bowl 2. Okay, so we want to talk about I was talking about how I hate the Eagles fans. I think the Eagles team it's a fun team to watch. Anyway, anytime bettors were very upset at Saquon Barkley this past week when he went down instead of scoring on a play that he could have easily scored. But his teammates were upset with him too, jokingly. Throw the clip. Here we go. So here's Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown yelling at him. They call him over.
Look at him.
Hey,
with his finger.
I know.
Come here.
Get over here.
Keep running! No one catching your snap. Keep running! Go! He right. Hey, what you talking about? Hey. All the way down there. Oh, the extra 60 really just pissed me off.
There's a lot of audio dropout on that clip. What's that? Oh, they're swearing a lot. Oh, okay. Like every other word, but kind of funny that they were ribbing him. But I mean, Saquon, this must just kill Giants fans to watch this. And I don't know. By the way, the Giants have said they're retaining Daboll and
yes.
the GM guy who was on TV saying, I think we can do without Saquon. And boy, I hope they do another one of those Hard Knocks preseason because it was fascinating to see behind the curtain there and see the inner workings of a GM. But now, what team is going to allow them to do that?
That's very true.
No team wants to see that.
That is such a bad look. But it is funny, and I like the wide receiver duo there. And it's funny to see Devonta Smith because there's videos of him going around. Well, it's kind of old, but there were where he's always freezing. So he has that huge...
Oh, is he really?
Yes. And it's like little clips of him saying...
Where did he play? He played at Alabama. Yeah, right. Yeah. And what's the saying?
And then the A.J. Brown, we didn't even show him reading the book.
Reading the book. Inner Excellence, I believe it's called, by something Murphy. Yeah, this book, if you haven't heard this, I know. I don't know. I should have. He was reading it. He reads on the sideline.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It helps him focus. And the guy's book, I want to say not Pat Murphy, something Murphy, the book Inner Excellence, it shot to #1 on Amazon.
Did it really?
It's the #1 seller. So Chris Andrews tweeted, he's like, hey, maybe there's hope for my book too. Buy Chris Andrews' book. Chris Andrews' books are great. But yeah, it shot to #1. So the guy had no idea what was going on. He was in his hotel room.
Okay, this is fantastic. I love this.
He was in his hotel room and his phone's going crazy and he has no idea why. And all of a sudden, his agent goes like, "Your book's #1 on Amazon." He's like, "What are you talking about?" All because AJ Brown.
That's so cool.
The local newscast in Philly opened up with they opened up the newscast reading the book and everything. So yeah, I might have dropped the ball on that one. But anyway, what do you got? What do you have, Keith? Let's see here. Punchlines intern. What do the Frosty and crackers look like? We don't have a picture of them. We're not showing them. They're not finding it. We have an intern now? Now, you changing a name and entering this lab or this chat room makes me think that you were also a girl from Indiana.
This is very suspicious.
All right, it's time for picks at 12:38 in 5 seconds. It is Jerry. I think it's Andrew Binder. Binder? At 12:36 or 8. All right, 12:38, we're going to do some picks, Alex. Yesterday, I believe you were 2-0. You went 1-0. And then you also gave out TJ Hawkinson. I'm going to give you said, look at him. He was a long shot at anytime touchdown.
I think it's plus 210.
Yeah, my chucker bets. For the first time, I want to point out that neither chucker worked out. No one threw over again.
Well,
shot.
Okay, but Addison dropped a pass that I really thought he could have had, and then they were all over Justin Jefferson. So.
Again, Sean McVay's defensive plan was outstanding. All right, what do you have for us today?
Okay, so this is not intentional, but it mirrors my picks from last Tuesday, so maybe it's lucky, and we've got a trend going here.
Actually, I think mine is too, so go for it.
We're going Kraken and Pittsburgh over 6.5.
Release the Kraken.
We know Pittsburgh, their medians at home right now, they score 3 goals, give up 4. So if we can keep that rolling, we can get over that 6.5 here. And then I'm going with the Iowa basketball team. I gave an over last week. It was Iowa-Nebraska. We got there with overtime. Now we're going Iowa-USC.
That's such a weird matchup.
162,
Iowa-USC. It looks so weird, but yeah.
And it's a conference game, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So 161.5.
161.5 is what we gave out earlier. I believe it's at 162 now, but both play fast, both good offenses. And Iowa, they're coming off a big win over Illinois. They want to keep that going.
Yeah.
So, I mean, USC is coming off a big win. So.
Exactly. All right, I like it. 2 picks from Alex. Speaking of the Penguins, by the way, Seattle's playing Pittsburgh. B-Town Dummy, if you're still in the chat room, perhaps we should make a wager on Seattle versus Pittsburgh. I want to point out there was a big controversial thing about this puck in Pittsburgh. Did you see this? It was on the net, so a kid hits the glass, it falls down, but an old guy grabs it, and everyone's booing the old guy. It would be too hard to show and set up because it was too long. But the guy's getting booed, and excuse me. And they finally get the kid the puck, and they kick the old guy out. It was just sad. Yeah, it was just sad. It was just more sad, and I just didn't really want to showcase that. All right, for my pick, ladies and gentlemen.
They really kicked him out?
Yeah, because he was getting in this woman's face, who I believe was like the mom, and the mom actually flinched at the guy like that. Now I feel like I should have showed it. All right, anyway, we'll show it tomorrow. We'll do it live tomorrow with. It'll be better with whoever's on the show tomorrow. I think last week I took the Bulls on a flyer. Was that 2 weeks ago? Anyway, I do like the Bulls tonight. I'm going to tell you why. The Bulls are playing the Pelicans, who are just horrible. The Bulls at home are 8-12. The Pels are 3-16 on the road. Here's the most glaring stat that jumped out. Right now, it's about 1.5. So you're getting the Bulls to win at home, okay? The Pelicans are 3-20 against teams with winning records. They're just a bad team. But the Bulls teetering around 500, I believe. I like them at home. I like the Bulls. That's second week in a row I've gone with the Bulls. I don't think I've ever picked the Bulls on this show. So the numbers say go with the Bulls. New Orleans is not a good team. Zion, does he play? Who knows? You never know with that guy. By the way, Reno Paul, speaking of picks, all teams to score a touchdown cashed. So bravo to you. He gave that in his picks last week. It looked a little scary on a couple of the games. But then last night, Minnesota got that late touchdown.
Yep.
And by the way, if you would have said to Reno Paul, what team are you worried the least about? Minnesota would be at the bottom of that stack. Like, you'd be like, oh, Sam, they're going to throw 2 or 3 against Rams.
Right.
But it cashed. So nice job, buddy. So there are our picks at 12:36. All right, we have a couple more in the punch bowl. Stay tuned for the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, I see it. Do not put. No, God. Oh, my God. With my sister. You guys do not understand. Again, the origin story. My mom bought me a whole bag of those, 1977, let's say. I walked around the neighborhood on a semi-rainy day in Santa Clarita, California. I ate the entire bag because I don't know why, but I ate the whole bag. And then I went home and proceeded to get sick from that entire bag. And it looked the same. And I can't, to this day, take it off. Get rid of it!
You can leave it there. I don't
Oh,
care.
that's going to be terrible next week.
I'm not eating them. If Buffalo. Oh God, let's not even talk about it. All right, here we go.
Floating around in there,
Oh,
though. They're
God.
just soggy.
Fine.
Okay, punchline number 5. Punch bowl.
Oh yeah, punch bowl number 5. Shaquille O'Neal, correct? Yeah. All right, Shaquille O'Neal is what, 7 foot million? I think he's 7'2", 375 pounds, whatever. He's always the biggest guy in the room. Oh no, until he meets the player from Florida who we've already shown on the show. Roll the clip. Here we go. He's trying to show this little guy like how big he is for the first time. Look at this. Shaq, chest level on that dude. Is his name LaRue or something? His name's not important. Just call him the big, tall, white guy on the Florida Gators. Anyway, to make Shaq look small, it's a quick little bit. Just how silly is that? Yeah, that's all I got on that. Is there another punch bowl?
Look at,
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, are you? It is a really fast clip, I know. That's all right. What else we got there, Alex?
all right.
Okay, we got a couple more. Go for it.
Here, you
I'll do
grab
one, sure. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. I haven't done one in a while. You're right. What is it? Olivier Roux. Yeah, I believe he's French or Canadian. I don't know.
Which
He's
they're
7'9".
awesome, by the way.
He's
this year.
7'9". Red shirt. Yeah, he's not even going to play. All right, so where does Sam Darnold land next season? I know everyone wants to talk about this. Sam Darnold, will he get paid? Now, I think the last 2 games hurt. I think it hurt his price. Everyone's talking 35 to 40 million. People seem to think that he'll still get like that Baker Mayfield 3-year, $100 million contract, right? You're talking a little over 30 million a year, which is about average now, but they also have JJ McCarthy there. So do they go into next season going, here, JJ, here's the keys to the offense, which is very well laid out by Kevin O'Connell, or do they keep Darnold around for a couple years so JJ can mature? I don't know. Where do you think Darnold ends?
I do think it'll be another team.
Yeah.
And I think that's about the right range. But really,
You got the
that was
Raiders,
his
the
first
Saints.
playoff game.
Yeah,
And look at Jared Goff in his first Super Bowl.
true.
It did not look good.
Scored 3 points. The Steelers
And then
need a
he
good
just found a
quarterback.
different team. I don't know. The
Cle-
Steelers, do you want him?
Maybe Cleveland. I mean, I don't even know if we mentioned, but it looks like Deshaun Watson tore his Achilles again.
He did,
3
yes.
months after surgery and is probably out the whole year, which will go down as the worst contract in the history of sports. Thank you, Cleveland Browns, for being Browns. But Sam Darnold's going to end. I think someone's going to pay him $100 million. Do they give him that money in Minnesota? I don't know.
I don't either.
I think the fans right now do not want that after these last 2 games, the performance. Can't blame Sam Darnold for all of that either.
No.
But boy, he looked like an MVP candidate until I don't know. I don't know where he ends up. All right, we got.
But really, his body language and walking into that game, you could kind of just tell.
They
He
said
didn't look ready for the moment.
ever since that celebration where they showered him,
Yes.
that's when it all went wrong.
Oh.
That's when it all went wrong. All right, we have one more.
And remember when one of your guys, it was somebody on the Pittsburgh Steelers, was teasing Russell Wilson, and they were like, "Hey, Mr. Unlimited,
Yeah.
Mr. Unlimited," and that's when it all went wrong too.
There you go.
Don't pump your quarterback up too much.
There you go. Don't get
Keep
their
'em
egos
humble.
too inflated. Keep them humble. The bet needs to involve buffalo wings or Baltimore mussels.
Wow.
Or Red Tops. Red Tops. That's Reno Paul saying that. If you ever watched the TV show The Wire, the Red Tops was the crack. Do we have any crack? Can we send the intern out for crack? All right, I'll head down to Fremont Street. All right, what do you got?
Number 4.
Number 4. All right, what is it? What's it say?
This is your opening joke.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Deion Sanders,
Yes,
right?
Cowboys and Dion. Is this a good idea?
Is there any way Deion Sanders ends up as the head coach in Dallas?
Yes.
I think so too. I think Jerry Jones wants to make a splash. Although,
too.
you know, the Jerry Jones thing is he never wants, problems with Pittsburgh running him back. Just trying to hate them on and run. Jerry Jones doesn't want a super, like when Jimmy Johnson got too big for his britches there and became more of a focal point than Jerry Jones, he got rid of him. Deion Sanders is going to bring all the attention to him. Maybe Jerry Jones is okay with that.
Yeah.
They did have a conversation the other day on the phone. So the wheels are in motion. I think Dallas is one of those jobs that every coach wants. It's a high profile job. I don't know. Does Jerry try to sweet talk Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn, one of those coordinators from Detroit? Brian Flores from Minnesota defense, although after last night, maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting
too.
to see where he falls.
I don't know. I think it'll work.
Let's talk about the Raiders. I don't see him being the coach
My
in the
dad
Raiders.
was talking about
Was
that
he?
a lot. Yeah, because he thought it was like breaking news. He thought he was actually
Hired by Dallas.
hired by
Yeah.
Dallas, but he thought it would be a good idea here in Vegas. I think better in Dallas, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too, because he played there. He's got a little bit of a legacy. He seems to fit there more than, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Evan Atola, every New Englander to LA is what it stands for. See you, Darnold. Someone dumb like the Raiders will pay too much for him. Point, pretty much. That's what we're talking about. All right. Okay, we're going to wrap up the show with a couple. We got some pick six here. Pick six, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We have all the playoff teams in here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there's that boss guitar lick.
We did pretty good yesterday with Chris Andrews' help.
We did pretty good. We did really good with Chris. It was
Yeah.
fun. Chris actually texted me, said because that was a fun game to play. He wasn't sure of live filters, and he loved it. So,
Yeah.
what do you want to do? We're going.
And am I staying right here?
Oh yeah. Well, that's Drew Dog.
Drew Dog. Okay, were you? Oh, that's why.
Oh, the white camera's moving. It's spinning around. Freaks me out when that R2D2 thing's spinning around. I never know what it means. What are we doing?
We're going coaches.
We're going head coach. Quality of head coach. Pick six. Go for it. There's 8 teams left.
Yeah.
Should,
Yeah, let's go all 8.
man, I got a sponsor.
Blind rank.
Do we do all 8 or just 6?
That's your new sponsor?
Yeah, I wish. What are we doing?
All 8.
All 8. All right. You got Detroit.
Do we have time to change the graphic?
Yeah, well,
No.
just imagine an 8 there.
Okay.
Imagine Lamar Jackson's jersey. Isn't he 8?
Sure.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
He just went.
You were wearing it yesterday.
I know. I'm trying not to remember.
Okay, Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, boy, we're going
Of the
top
8.
8.
Top
You've
8.
got to put him at like 3. What do you think? He's never won anything yet. We got guys that have won rings.
Yeah.
3 or 4. Again, I love Dan Campbell. I like the aggressiveness. By the way, I saw many people tweeting that there's going to be no punts in that game, as I just flippantly said yesterday. That's what everyone's hoping. So, all right, Detroit, what are you doing?
4.
You're going 4. All right, I can deal with that. Like I'm the final say. I allow it.
You are.
I will allow it.
All right, Nick Sirianni.
You're not putting him ahead of Dan Campbell. No way, right?
Nope.
The guy fights with fans. You know what I mean? He's crazy. He's a little crazy. Fights with fans.
Did make it to a Super Bowl.
Did make it to Super
Lost
Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
Remember when they beat Kansas City? He's like, you like that? Oh, he didn't say you like that. That's Kirk Cousins. But he said something stupid walking off, remember?
Yes.
In the tunnel. What are you thinking on that one? Below 4, obviously.
I'm thinking far, like 7.
7?
Or 8.
All right. Ooh, I wouldn't go 8. Who else is left? I'm not going 8. Do you want to go 8? No, 7.
7.
Let's go 7. There's got to be somebody worse than him. All right, you're picking 4.
All right.
Here we go.
Baltimore, John Harbaugh.
No.
Number 2.
Fine.
He's 4.
Fine. Okay, 2.
So Campbell's 4, right?
Because I think we all know who we're putting at number 1,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Oh, there's no jeopardy here, really. But
I know, there is none.
All right, well,
We're
maybe let's leave 1 out. McVay.
This is why I put Campbell at 4.
Yeah, you putting him 3
Yeah.
over Harbaugh over McVay.
It was an accident. I jumped to the Ravens too.
All right,
so
shove
now
him
we
in
have
there
to.
between the Ravens and Lions.
Well,
All right.
Harbaugh has a ring too.
Yeah, tainted.
He has,
No, he just has 1. No, Brian Billick won the first one.
all right, here we go.
Okay.
So we have 2, 3,
I think
4.
I'm only going to pull 3 more.
Okay.
Right? That way there's 1 in jeopardy.
Okay.
Texans.
Wow.
What has he done?
Nothing.
Damn it.
He doesn't yell at fans
Hold on.
though. At
Okay, hold
least.
I'm cheating. All right. The Chiefs. I got
The Chiefs number
Gotta
1.
put him at number 1.
All right.
Andy Reid. He's got 3
1,
rings.
2, 3, 4. We're just
2,
missing
4,
a
6.
5, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, no.
We'll just
5
do
and
all 8.
6.
Jesus. Buffalo. Yeah. I put McDermott behind Campbell. I don't even know who's left.
I don't either. I'm trying to. Oh, Washington.
Dan Quinn, who had a Super Bowl 1 in Atlanta, right? Wasn't that him? Was he the head coach in Atlanta 23?
Yes.
Oh, man.
right?
We really, he was the coach, right? Yeah. He should be like there,
Yeah.
adjusting it.
Oh my God. He's always cheating on this blind ranks.
You know what? You guys have that too much at the ready. I'll tell you. That one is always right. I threw the Ravens
Yeah,
on the
where's
ground.
my flag?
Throw a flag on me. Go ahead. All right. So, Alex, what's the rest of your week like?
That
I know we
scares
have
me. The last time we did that, the Falcons knocked themselves out of the playoffs.
And then the Texans. I threw the Texans,
Oh,
I
good.
think. Yeah, so
Okay.
they're still here.
Okay, good.
What do you have coming up tomorrow, you and your dad, right?
Yes, Sports by the Book, 9 a.m. As
Okay.
usual. We'll go through college basketball,
Excellent.
hockey. Oh, we're going through all football again. Wednesdays have become just all the weekend football games, playoffs.
And next Monday, you will be back here so we can talk about the national championship game, Notre Dame, Ohio State. We'll have post game on all the playoffs over the weekend. So next Monday is when Alex will be back. Monday and Tuesday next week.
So because we only have 7 NFL games left.
Okay.
And then only the one national championship. So really just 8.
The final 8 games of the year. Well, then you got the Pro Bowl games. You got the flag football game. That doesn't count. That does not count. She's like, oh, yeah, we don't count that. Dion won't like it in Dallas. Jerry Jones will bug the F out of Coach Prime. Jones wants a guy he can manhandle. Kind of agree. All right. It's time for Kenny White's Dog of the Day. KennyWhite.com is where you can find out more from Kenny White. Here's KennyWhiteSports. Thank you. .com. Men's college basketball, Mississippi plus 12.5 tonight, and he likes the Rangers plus 145 tonight. So there are 2 dogs from Kenny White. Very interesting. All right, I like those. And by the way, here is our dog of the day. I don't remember which one we're going to have today. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so he races down the hill. Look how is that a corgi, by the way, that's flying down that hill?
I think that might be a Jack Russell.
Is it a Jack Russell? Yeah, maybe it is. Jack Rabbit. Look at him go. He's still going.
Yeah. That's cute. Yeah,
I love him.
Come on, let's go.
I'm going to tell you right now, later in the week, if not tomorrow or Thursday, we have a skateboarding dog down steps. That one is classic. We're going to use that one too. A lot of good dog clips. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you watching the program. I'll be back tomorrow. We have, what's the gentleman's name? Dave Swirsky. If you're a Chicago Bears fan or SNL fan, you remember that sketch they used to do with Da Bears about Mike Ditka. Well, there's a guy is he in Chicago? He's in Chicago, and he puts out all these really great videos and songs and stuff. He's going to join us via the video, and we have a surprise guest joining us in the host tomorrow, or in the chair tomorrow. So make sure you come back Thursday, Matt and Everett, Friday, Jeff Parles. That's it. Drew Dog, thank you. And anything to end the show on? Any laughs or cackles or any inside information on anything? She crashed. She crashed. And when's the desk coming? 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's the show. I'm Frank Nicotero. Punchlines. Lines stands for Live in Nevada every show.